I'm gonna tell you how to get your audience engaged during a live stream. Let's go. I'm Nick Nimmin. Welcome to Uscreen, where we help you monetize your videos online. The very first thing that will help your engagement on your live stream is asking for feedback. When people are watching live streams, they want to get involved. You just have to give them the opportunity, and feedback is always a win for getting people involved. And don't get me wrong, you're not asking for feedback on your audio quality or your video quality. You're just wanting to ask a question that can get the most amount of people involved. Let me give you a few examples of some of the things that we ask. Now, of course, you want to start all of these out with let me know in the chat. So let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Let me know in the chat what you had for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Let me know in the chat if you know what I mean. The idea here is to get people talking, and if you can frame your question around whatever it is that you're talking about, that's definitely a plus. And of course, you can always use the catch-all of let me know in the chat if you know what I mean. Let me know in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Let me know in the chat if you understand where I'm going with this. Now, as a side tip, you want to make sure that you do not pause when you are asking these questions, because a lot of platforms have delays built in. So if you ask a question and you're waiting for the responses, then there's a really good chance that you're going to have dead air, and that's something that you do not want during a live stream. You want them to engage. You don't want them to be distracted by you trying to generate engagement. You just want them to engage. The second thing that you can do is you can give new people a way to speak up and be included. For example, if somebody's watching the live stream, maybe they want to participate, but the opportunity hasn't presented itself yet. So if you ask at some point during your live stream, who's new here? Give me a hashtag new in the comment section if this is your first time watching one of our streams, or give me a hashtag new in the comment section if this is your first time seeing any of my content. And you can follow that with, if you've been here before or if you are a regular viewer, welcome the new people to the community. And by doing this, what's going to happen is, in addition to giving the new people a chance to speak up, you're going to re-engage the people that that new tag doesn't apply to, and you're also going to create an overall sense of community around your live streams. Now let's take this up a notch. If you're streaming on a regular basis, another thing that you can do is you can introduce regular themes or regular segments into your shows. These segments would be designed for the sake of getting your viewers engaged or re-engaged. For example, you could do something like trivia, where you have a segment of your show, maybe it's in the middle, maybe it's 3/4 of the way through where people might be getting kind of burned out on what's going on. Introduce a trivia section to where you can ask questions and then people can give you the answers. So depending on the types of streams that you're doing, you can have a little pre-show preparation to where you get together a small list of trivia questions based around the topic that you are discussing in your live streams. And you can do something special for the winners to make it more of a win. For example, put their name on the screen for the rest of the show, or have a list of names on your screen for the rest of the show, or something along those lines. You do that in exchange for the feedback. Another really good thing that you can do to keep your audience engaged is you can actually build your live streams around a structure. So you actually structure your live streams so that people know, hey, in this part of the show we're doing this, in this part of the show that we're doing this, and in this part of the show over here we're doing this. And depending on the type of streams that you do, you can take that up a notch by teasing what it is that you're going to be talking about later. For example, you can talk about something right now and then say, well, we're going to get into that more in depth later in the show. Or tease them with something like, I'm going to show you how we do that later in the stream. The idea here is to basically drop those seeds earlier in the stream to let people know, hey, we're going to be talking about that more in depth later in the stream, so it's something that you're going to want to stick around for. For this next one, it gets increasingly more difficult to do as your live stream grows. As the chat starts becoming more and more active, it definitely becomes more difficult to do. But another thing that can really help with engagement is including your viewers. What I mean by that is actually call out some of the people that are in the chat. Call them out by name. Let them know that they are recognized. Let them know that you know they are there. That's very important to a lot of people. In addition to that, it's just a great personal touch. It makes the viewer feel welcome, lets the viewer feel included, and people love that. They'll participate more if they know that they're recognized. This one's a power tip, and it's so easy that it's almost funny. But another thing that you can do is simply keep people informed. Let people know what's actually going on in your stream, because during your live stream, there's going to be people coming and going from your live stream. So letting people know, hey, if you're just joining us, this is what we're talking about right now. This is the topic of this live stream. And if you are just joining us, make sure that you give us a hashtag, just join, so that I can see you in the chat. So with that, you're letting people know what's going on so they can make that decision on if it's for them or not. And you're also giving people a chance right away to give you some feedback as well. well. Did you know that with your live streams, you can also monetize them using Uscreen? If you don't know about Uscreen or what it is that we do, I'll put a link to us down in the description below so you can check us out. And to learn more ways to make money from your content, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.